Once again, ladies and gentlemen, after the game, please visit the Job, Career, and Internship Fair located in Cafeteria North. Doors will be open from 6 to 8 this evening.
Just kidding. We're back here, WLTS TV 21 broadcast. I'm Jake Serrano. Alongside me is Matt McClung and Dan McClung, or excuse me, Dan McClung and Matt McClung. Want to get that correct order in. Second half, basketball, Rebels versus the Lions. Rebels up 7 points, 32-25, 7:20 here to go. And the Rebels already trying to start off hot. Rolls right out the rim and Cohen with the rebound. And the Lacey Lions and the Howell Rebels ready to start this one and get it rolling. So you guys ready for the second half?
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited.
Oh, me too.
I should mention one thing. I'm not used to hearing both McClungs in the intro, but just so all our fans are aware, Matt McClung is the last McClung they are going to see in line.
Oh, yes. I'm sad about that.
My older brother, Mike, and then me, and now Matt is the last one. If they were wondering, there aren't more of us.
Yeah, I bet they were. Jacob Bowles.
I bet they're very happy.
Jacob Bowles getting ready for the free throw. Missed out there.
Good rebound by Jordan, put back finish.
Cohen able to get the score there. Great rebound by Jordan Cohen. And the Rebels and number 24, McVeigh.
I'll call him Jacob Bowles.
Beat me to it.
Sorry.
Oh, wrong. You got the wrong kid. No, I'm just kidding. Trying to have a fun Leighton broadcast. As McVeigh, your guy to watch, Dan McClung, misses out on that one. So, and two fallbacks on this one. McVeigh and I believe that was Pachetta both falling back. And fast-paced passing on the Lions. Cohen, Buxton, Bowles, no good.
I believe that was actually Bowles when you said. Or never mind, you corrected yourself.
No, I went through the passing.
Oh, okay, my bad.
That's what I was doing. So for anybody to know, I knew what I was talking about. And the Lions tying this one up, 32-32. 6 minutes left in the go in the third quarter. Ball was coming fast, lost my words. I knew Matt McClung was going to save me either way, though.
I want to give a little bit of credit to McVeigh. Again, I know you said he was my guy to watch on Howell. Yeah, for the Rebels. After he jumped to try to steal the pass, but he just missed, and he fell down pretty hard, but he got right back up, and he was ready to play some defense. So, great job by him.
So I know you guys talked about your kind of top performers to watch in the beginning. I don't think I was able to say mine. We'll talk about second half if you guys change. So second half, top performers for you guys. I think mine is I'm going to be watching Jacob Bowles for the Lacey Lions. He's been really on fire all year. Him and Buxton, but Bowles, the polished junior, in and out on defense, offensively, excelling, amazing to watch. Just a great player overall. And on defense, it's just waiting for him to get that turnover and waiting for him to give opportunities to his offense and go get a score. So that's who I'll be watching for the Lacey Lions. I don't know if you guys changed it all for you, but that's who I'll be watching.
I say Jordan Cohen, and most of the times he does not let me down. He always plays great, but based off what I've seen today, I think I'm going to have to go with Carson Howard, actually. And the reason is I just see him underneath the basket, and he's so dangerous because if he's open under the basket.
And there goes Buxton with a three. Freshman Troy Buxton with a three.
As I was saying, if he's under the basket, he's just so dangerous. Even if you got a guy on him, he just jumps up, and the basket's right there for him because he's so tall.
Yeah. I was going to switch my guy to Troy for the second half just because of the way he's been shooting
all
year.
And right there, he just got right there.
One. And, I mean, I think it's what we're going to be needing in the second half. We're going to need to pick up the pace a little bit, but just because they've been working so well in transition. So
Troy Buxton, every game we've called so far has had multiple threes in each game, and the amount of times he's attempted and successfully got it in there, the percentage for that is really high. I haven't really seen him miss at all too much this season. Very good player and a freshman building block for the future, and the Lions got to be happy with what they have on varsity so far. Howard, Bowles, Buxton, all these pieces coming together for the Lions next year as well. So that's, great future for them. And they have, Dan, you're right. They actually have found a way today to get Carson Howard in the game. I mean, last time we called the game, Howard's kind of X'd out a little bit. They used him as a decoy a little bit in the other game we called. And now, today he's been able to get in the paint, been able to get turnovers for the team, and he's had a really good game so far in the first half, and we'll see how it continues for the second.
Owen Tracy and Calvin Kuhn coming back in the game. I always get so excited when I see Owen coming back in.
He's our guy.
I have a lot of guys at this point. We always use the phrase "my guy," but he's definitely one of them. He's so exciting to watch the way he plays.
He is, yeah.
He always gives it his best, and that's what I love about Owen Tracy.
Because like we talked about, he's not your typical standard basketball player. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's not. I'm not trying to go any way with this at all, but he's not your typical basketball player. And when we see him play, he absolutely proves everyone wrong, proves all the doubters wrong, and he gets right in there, works his butt off, works his tail off, and now he's on varsity, and he's putting up points for the team. So a good story there.
We've done a really good.
Gets a score.
We've done a really good job in the second half of slowing the pace down. It seems like so far, just based off our half-court offense, we haven't turned it over much so far. I mean, it just started, but we've really been able to get high percentage shots up. It seems like.
And Bachetta with another score there, capping this, the 3-point game. 4:18 left to go in the third. Lions up 3 in this one. One thing maybe we do talk about it a little bit, or I have, the future for this team. But giving credit to the coaching staff as the Rebels get 2 points there, making this a 1-point game. Give credit to this coaching staff for shaping these players the way they are, being able to come over adversity. They haven't had the best record this season. They haven't had the most consistent season. There were at points where earlier in the season they were 3-10, and then they were worried. I said to Jordan Carter in the middle of the season, you guys got to turn it up, and then all of a sudden, they turned that corner, and it was hit for them. They have had some worries points. They've had some really good points. They've had a very up and down season, but the way this coaching staff has handled it, and the way they've shaped their players to be able to handle this season so far has just been amazing. And like you said, Matt, they were waiting for this team to come together, and they did at one point. And once that point hit, they turned that corner. And right now they're probably the most polished they've ever been.
Yeah, it's really easy to lose a locker room when you have that bad of a record to start a season. People would just stop trusting a coach or anything, but it seems like everybody's stuck really tight together so far. We came even closer, it seems like.
It was tough when I looked at the record and we came in for our first game. It seemed tough, but the energy was high. I remember, Dan, you talking about the crowd level, and we always talk about it was high. Level was high. Players were happy. Players were ready to rock, and they got the win that night, and win after win after win after win. Buzzer beater by buzzer beater. The Lions, even right there, able to get the score. Lions were able to take the win. They did lose the last 5. Some of them, like you said, expedition games didn't really matter, but the way this team, the core of the team, was able to come together and persevere was just amazing. Absolute big credit to this team this year, and we're can't wait to see what they do in the playoffs.
Yeah, Lacey truly is a team of ups and downs this season. They started off slow, as we talked about earlier in the season, and obviously they've kind of had a slow finish to the regular season as well, losing those 5 straight. But in the middle, they were really winning almost every game, I believe. So they obviously have the potential to succeed not only here tonight, but in the playoffs as well. So they really just got to continue to play at their best, and they can be a very dangerous team.
So as the Lacey Lions broadcasters, we have an opportunity to have a good stage to be able to say some things, able to make a difference. So I just wanted to say congratulations to Megan Hanaway. Like we said, remember we called last time to get the vote. She was able to go at Short Conference Girls Bowler of the Year. So congratulations to her.
Not to mention she was able to win that vote, but she actually committed yesterday to Kutztown University for Division II bowling. Huge accomplishment.
Congratulations, Megan, on that big accomplishment. And congratulations to all our teams this season. The girls basketball, good luck to them as they head out away to play their playoff game. Great job by the swimming team, the boys swimming team this season, as they were able to cap on a big trophy win and get sectional wins for them, Group C. So congratulations to the rest of our teams this season during the winter season. Wrestling, track, girls track, boys track, girls swimming, bowling, guys bowling, girls bowling. All around, great effort by all the winter teams. And, you know, obviously I won't be here next season, but we can't wait for next season.
So we didn't want to interrupt you when we were talking about all the good things going on at Lacey, but Carson Howard just had a huge block.
Yeah, I saw that. I was waiting to say if I wanted to finish my point, but yeah, that was pretty cool. I heard the crowd go, ooh.
Our defensive intensity has really picked up in this second half. 2 blocks in a row right there. One from Jordan that was really impressive, and one from Carson, who are normal shot blockers, it seems to be so far this season.
Well, same thing I said in the beginning of the game. They were playing tight, press the heat on in the beginning of the game, and they're still doing it, even tacking on more. Haven't let off the gas yet. Number 24, McVeigh trying to get in there. No good. Howard gets the rebound, gives it over to Cohen, and the Lions, 42-38. Machetta's got it now. Pachetta over to Kuhn. And Kuhn trying to work his way back, gives it to Pachetta. Pachetta over to Tracy. Tracy almost loses that one. Over to Kuhn. 47 seconds left to go. 42-38.
Looks like Tracy was fouled there. I almost thought he was going to actually get called for a travel because of bobbling the ball a little bit, but he did a great job staying with that, and the foul ended up being on Howell.
His first foul, Rebels third, team foul. Re-entry for Howell.
I think the biggest thing or personally I've seen as Cohen, Howard couldn't get it. Rebels trying to work their way back at the end of the third, get another couple points on the board. Number 15 for the Rebels gets the score. That's Cooper Vogel on the score.
It's going to become a 2-point game now. Getting close.
Up, and Tracy's got it. Tracy over to Kuhn. Kuhn trying to work his way in. Machetta, 20 seconds and rolling. 42-40, 2-point game for the Lions. And three-pointer, no good. 14 seconds and rolling. Fast pace for Rebels. Rebels trying to get in the paint.
Yeah,
backwards passing.
They know so far that the transition's really been helping them. So the fact that we can stop their transition right now is very impressive.
Vogel fighting off that one.
Jump ball.
Getting a little aggressive and gritty in there in the paint.
Only 1 second remaining. I just looked up.
I think we should just
ball.
launch it. That's my opinion.
I feel like that's what Lacey is going to do.
All right, launch it now. Oh, they launched it. Oh, no good. I always like to see if one of those would ever hit. Those are good. So we got a 2-point game for the Lions, 42-40 as we head into the fourth quarter. And like I said, personally, I've seen so far this season is a lot of heart, a lot of perseverance, a lot of comebacks this season, and amazing victories, and great team effort by all the Lacey teams in this winter season. Guys, any final thoughts before we hit into the fourth?
Yeah, I think it's going to, first of all, it's going to come down to the wire. So I think shooting is going to be very important for both teams in this fourth quarter. Now that we're a little tired. And I think foul shots are going to have the biggest impact because when one team goes up, they're definitely going to foul because it's going to be close. And if the other team might not be able to close, so foul shots are going to be very important.
I think one thing I've seen is Lacey has definitely improved on defense, as Matt was saying earlier. They've definitely been limiting how much Howell has been able to score, but at the same time, they're still giving up shots here and there. So if they're able to completely eliminate those opportunities for Howell, I feel like they're going to be able to close out this game with a win.
Well, it's going to be a gritty fight here in the fourth as we're ready to rock. 42-40, Lions are up by 2. Very impressive game by both teams. I've been most impressed with the Lions, really. I mean, they lost the last 5, and their defense has just been outstanding so far against this Rebels team and fighting the way they had. So interesting to see what's about to happen and play out here in the fourth. As the Rebels pass that one, and Vogel's got it. Passes it over to number 1. Gets the score. That's Scoy. Matt Scoy with the score.
You know, Jake, I find it a little weird because one thing we always talk about in most of the games, except we haven't really mentioned it tonight, is foul shots. And that's going to be a huge factor in this game.
Very disciplined game, but I bet it's going to get real gritty, like Matt said at the end of the game. You know, foul shots will play a factor at the end of this one. Could come down to the wire.
Yes, because this is a 1-point game right now, so it's weird because we usually talk a lot more about that, but it's definitely going to have an impact on this game.
Yeah, weirdly enough, this has been the most disciplined game I've really seen all season.
I think so far the refs have really let him play as well. I mean, they've been disciplined on defense for the most part, but Howell's been super aggressive with their hands, and they're not calling it a lot. So,
well, yeah, we talked about it in the game. You know, there was a couple of calls where we thought should have been called, and they weren't. So, Buxton with the ball. Buxton over to Cohen, and over to Bachetta. Bachetta with the 3. Banks it in. Bachetta, easy 3 for him. Puts the team up 3 more points. 6 minutes left to go in this one. 47-43. Lions up by 4. And the Rebels trying to work their way in. That's number 22.
Rebel basket, Joe, DuPont.
DuPont, sorry. Lost the name. Found it. That's Joe DuPont.
What a save by Donnie Pachetta.
That was awesome right there. And he's taking the shot now.
And no good. That was impressive.
Jumped out. He actually ran into Coach McAndrews a little bit over there.
Coach McAndrews stood his ground.
Good steal by Troy to tip it out.
Howard's got it. And Bowles bounced right off the rim.
Nearly bounced in there.
And
unfortunately
over.
for Lacey, they've been a little unlucky with their shots, actually. A couple of them just bounce out.
Yeah, so far here in the fourth,
shots.
yeah. And that's Vogel over to number 11, Talbot. And Howard's got the rebound. Pachetta over to Bowles. Bowles working his way up the left side of the court. Hands over to Buxton. Buxton with the 3. And no good.
It's good defense by Howell to really contest his shot based off the way he's been shooting so far this game.
2-point game here in the fourth. 5:30 left to go. 47-45. Lions up.
Lacey's third team foul. Re-entry for the Rebels.
No, Lacey, you were saying earlier, Jake, you're very impressed with how the Lions have been doing. I got to agree with you there because we're talking about how Howell had a slightly better record with a more competitive schedule. So
right.
you got to put him as the favorite in this one, but Lacey's ahead by 2 right now.
And Rebels trying to work their way in. Al Sharashoof trying to get in there. Couldn't get it. Bowles get the rebound. Gives it to Cohen.
Police rebound, Cohen.
And Bowles got it now over to Pachetta. Pachetta working his way. Bowles, Cohen. Cohen trying to hit over to Howard. Howard trying to work his way and loses the ball. Knocked out. Out of bounds.
Still going to be Lacey, though.
Howard's got it. Howard in the paint, loses the ball there. And over to the Rebels. And fast-paced moving by the Rebels. Trying to get in for a score. Trying to climb out of a tiny hole they have themselves in. And no good. Howard's got it. And over to Cohen. Cohen working his way down the side. Cohen in the paint.
Good give and go.
A lot of missed scoring opportunities in the fourth so far.
Well, Cohen was fouled there. I would say that was a pretty good foul on behalf of Howell because it looked like he was going to get the 2 for sure. So might as well make him take a couple free throws for it.
And Cohen on the free throw. See if he can get some points here. Makes it a 3-point game.
Good give and go run by Donnie to instantly catch the ball and look right back up for Cohen that's cutting through the lane.
Cohen for a second. It's up. And it's good.
Cohen able to convert on those free throws regardless, but at the same time, still a pretty good foul for Howell earlier on.
4-point game. Howell trying to get some points on the board. Excuse me, more points on the board. Alice Roof. Good.
It's a 1-point game.
3-pointer.
Howell's been really good with threes. Not even just their threes, actually. They've been really good shooting this entire game, I would say. Looks like Lacey's going to get the ball back after that altercation that happened on the sideline.
Altercation, I like that word.
A lot going on, that's why.
Dan, I want to be able to give you congratulations. Have you picked a college yet?
I have not, actually.
Oh,
I've sent in my applications and all that. But
hey, come on, college, just get back to Dan McClung.
What about you, Jake?
No, I haven't picked. I'm waiting on one more. So, yeah, this is our opportunity to tell them they need to pick us. All right, so we got a 1-point game, 49-48. Rebels down by 1 point. Man, it's coming close to the end of the season. We got that playoff game next week. Should be a good one. It's going to be away, Cherry Hill West. What was one most memorable thing you had from the season? maybe from your perspective?
I mean, even though it's not the best memory, obviously, but when we played Pinelands, just the heart of us, because we scored 2 points in the first quarter. It was on the road. We played Pinelands. We ended up losing the game, but the heart of us, we scored 2 points in the first quarter. In the second half, we scored up to 5, not many at all, and we fought back and really we almost won. We were up by 3, and then a bad call. It was a good play by the guy on the Pinelands who was taking the shot. He kind of flopped a little bit and sold the call, and they got it, and he made the foul shots to win. But we really showed a lot of heart in that game to me, and it sucks that we lost, but
seems like the tale of the season, a lot of heart.
One other thing I wanted to say, though, Jake, you were talking about college. On behalf of all of our fans listening here tonight, I just want to wish you the best of luck, because I know you are focusing on a career in broadcasting and communication. So even though might not be where I head in the future, I know it's something you want to do it, and I'm sure you're going to do great with it. So I want to say best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So as Dan gave me the best compliments I could receive today, Howell Rebels went up 3 points on that three-pointer, banking it in. Now it's 51-49, 3:20 left to go, and the Lions now are left behind here in this one. So, Lions got to be able to crawl back here. We've been having some technical issues all day here over on the crew, but I think we're still rolling, so we're going to be okay. Right, Jenny Tang? Jenny Tang feeling strong, so we're okay.
Jenny Tang does not look so happy after you saying that, Jake.
So, Matt, one more question. Can you take us through, take Dan and I through for,
high school cheerleaders.
we're going to give some accomplishments, recognition to the cheerleaders. As the senior cheerleaders, this will be their last game as well. But Matt, let me ask you a question. Take us through the buzzer beater. When Carson Howard scored that buzzer beater that game, were you there that day? Or?
I was sitting in the stands. It was just an incredible moment for the entire team. It was meet the team night, so just to be able to make that shot and then go in and talk to all your fans after the game and have all the kids come in.
The card signings?
Yeah, card signings. I mean, it was just, you don't really want to do that after a loss. You know what I mean? Especially against a good team. But
the way they ended it.
It was a great ending. I mean, really got everybody excited to come out for meet the team night. So, I mean, that was a big part of it. Also, just the heart that he showed to stay with the play after a missed shot. That really, I mean, the game felt like it was over at that point. So for Carson to stay with it and go get the rebound and tip it back in was really impressive. So I just think it was just great for everybody, the fans included.
I lied. There was one more question I had. As Buxton up and gets the score there, tying the game up 3 minutes in the fourth. It's not the last game, you got one more, but as this team moves on in the future and the seniors graduate, how does this team look in the future? How do you think this team shaped up so far, and how do you think this team will do in the future as the Rebels just scored 2 more points, putting up by 2?
I think we're really set for the future. We got Bowles for another year, hopefully. He might be pursuing just baseball next year, which I hope he doesn't because he's so talented in both sports. And then we have their 2 freshmen, and then we have Owen, Nick, and Matt Dolan coming off the bench. Oh, and Patrick Zuccarelli and Nick Pove, because Povia reclassed, so he's going to have another year.
It's funny you bring up P. Zook, as we call him, Patrick Zuccarelli, because he went 0 for 3 with his college predictions for the playoffs.
Oh, man,
not really relevant to this conversation, but Jake and I like to bring it up every time.
That's terrible. But yeah, the team's looking good. I don't know if you know how the freshmen are looking next year, but it seems like a pretty solid team.
Yeah, a couple good freshmen. I don't think any instant varsity contributors. Hopefully. I don't know. I'm not that sure, but maybe. You never know when somebody's going to develop really quickly.
It seems like, after the seniors graduate and some of these freshmen that are coming up, and especially Bowles, you have some serious, standout star players that could actually, go to college for this if they wanted to. You have some solid standouts here and there on the team. Some solid players.
Carson might just never stop growing.
Swenson-like players like we lived through.
Carson might just never stop growing, so we're not sure. He might be 8 foot by the end of next year. But Troy's also tall for his size, so for him he's going to develop his point guard skills even better, just ball handling and shooting. So it's very exciting to see them develop.
Maybe not Bowles. I'm not sure what his point total has been so far, but you could see another as the Rebels heading in the paint, get another score, 2 more points for the Rebels, 55-51. 2 minutes left here in the fourth as the Lions need to call back now here in this one and try and get a win here. But like I was saying, as Pachetta tries to get the 3, no good. Buxton knocks that one out. But I don't know how Bowles' point total has been, but you may see another 1,000-point scorer with the way Carson Howard and Troy Buxton have been scoring as freshmen. I mean, wait 3 more years, they could be up on that wall as well. So you could see, as we live through the Swenson era, you could see Swenson-like players.
Yeah, I don't think Bowles is going to get it, but I've never judged Bowles' play after a game based off how many points he scored. He does so much more than that to me. So,
yeah, no, he's a real all-around player.
Yeah, he's very well-rounded, and he's willing to do anything for the team.
Carl Swenson actually moved on to play at University of Tampa,
yes,
Division II basketball. One other player that we didn't mention that is on the wall for 1,000-point scorer is actually Coach McAndrew himself. I was looking earlier, I believe it says 1,259, but at the same time, I can't see it perfectly.
I think he's the head coach.
He is the head coach.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the exact number. I'm pretty sure it's 1,200 something.
Well, like I'm saying, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I won't be here. Me and you won't be here. But I wouldn't be surprised if this Lacey school, this Lacey team sees possibly 2 more 1,000-point scores. I mean, heavy points to go around, heavy spread. I'm interested to see and come back and see how they were able to spread stuff out, able to spread the ball out. I mean, they've done a great job doing it this season. I mean, they obviously have more points now, but Cohen with 289, Howard with 284, Buxton with 182, Bowles with 156, and Bacchetta with 131. So they were able to spread it around pretty nifty this season, and they've done it in a really great way. Down 4 points here in the game. Lions need to get their win here. 122, 4-point game for the Rebels.
I mean, for Howard, he's already on pace to pass 1,000. It's his freshman year. He's only going to get better. So
284. I mean, I don't know how many points he had today. He's probably at really close to 300, and if not, he'll be closer, or he'll be surpass that by next week at the playoffs. So you're absolutely right. I mean, 300 each more year? Yeah, he'll get 1,000.
I mean, I'm not saying it's definite, but he probably is going to get more just developing as a player as you get older. I mean, especially if he fills out a little bit. He's a little skinny, but in a good way. It's just, he's very lanky and tall.
Very athletic.
He's very athletic. His feet are so quick. He's so good on defense. So, I mean, he's only going to get better, which is just so exciting to see, especially with guys like him and Troy.
And a little scuffle there. Couldn't get the ball. Howard was able to pick it up and give it over to Cohen and try to move past midcourt.
Looks like Cohen's going to draw the foul there.
I hate to compare players to Swenson. I know that's the kind of the great player we lived through for Lacey basketball. But if you think about it, I mean, he was a 1,000-point scorer. He was pretty unique. He went down his sophomore year, wiped out the whole basketball season, and was still a 1,000-point scorer. I believe he went all shore or all county. I'm not positive on what it was, but I mean, amazing player Swenson was. So it's tough to find. Well. Yeah, it's tough to find players like him, and but you could potentially see it in these guys. They have a lot of heart, just like Swenson did. And now we're down 3 points. Sorry. We're down
a minute left in the game, too. It's going to definitely come down to the wire. It looks like they're going to have to start shooting foul shots.
Yeah, fouls are coming in heavy right now.
I'm not sure that one was on purpose. I think he was just fighting for the ball, but we're going to see a lot more of these.
Lacey needs them to miss these. Lacey, I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to shoot a 3, so I mean they could tie this one right up. They just got to make sure this could go in. It's in.
Especially at this point in the game, obviously we use the terms 1-score or 2-score game in football a lot, but when you have a minute left, it's a huge thing in basketball as well. You don't want to go down by more than 2 scores.
Right. 57-52, 5-point game for the Lions. Minute 3 left to go.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
Bachetta's got it.
They're going to need to pick up the pace here a little
Can't
bit.
wane time down. You're absolutely right. Got to pick up that pace. Lions got to get a score. Cohen in the paint. 2 there for the Lions, cutting it in.
Got to keep moving.
3 more points.
Down by 3.
Lions got to get the ball back. 45 seconds in, rolling. Rebels got it now. They're going to try and wind out this clock.
They're going to try to force a 10-second violation, and then once he gets across half court, they're probably going to start fouling here. But they did get the 10-second violation. It's incredible defense. Makes it a 1-possession game now.
Howell doesn't seem too happy with that call. I'm not sure what it is that they're arguing over, but Lacey is going to get the ball back, and it's going to be big here.
And 36 seconds left to go in the game. And Cohen over to Bowles, trying to get one more score. They're down by 3. Buxton has it back to Bacchetta. 26 seconds and going left in the game.
Looks like they're looking for the 3.
Cohen with the 3. No good. 17 seconds and rolling. The Rebels have the ball. Down by 3. Lions need to get the ball back. 10 seconds now.
Oh, wow. Now they're going to need to foul. So
Timeout.
the timeout resets this 10-second clock, so they're going to need to foul now. So they just wasted 5 seconds about, so that's not good.
The Lions absolutely missed an opportunity there to get 3 points. Matt, what was the strategy there as they had a couple opportunities to get the 3 right away and waited it out?
It looked like they were trying to wait for like a decent amount of time left. They didn't want to leave too much time left for Howell just to get an easy bucket. So they were trying to get like within that 10-second range to shoot, and I think that the shot wasn't forced because I know Jordan Cohen can make that shot, but they didn't want to let it get any lower on the clock exactly. So
a very high pressure shot there too. Because
do you think? Nothing against the team, but do you think if you have the opportunity to score, you take it, or you play strategic, wait it out, and try and win the game like that instantly?
I mean, if you have 20 seconds left or whatever they had, I mean, you never want to take your chance and looking for something better when you already have something good.
Right.
I mean, so I think it was a good shot by Jordan. He has made that shot so many times. He's bigger. He was bigger than the kid guarding him, and he has a very high vertical. So I think it was a good shot. He just didn't go.
So what could be the plan now? We got 11 seconds left to go. Lacey's got to get the score. 3 points.
They're going to need to foul here and just hope they miss foul shots. If they don't, they have 11 seconds. They're going to try to hit 3, foul again, but looks unlikely if they make the foul shots. So.
Pachetta, Bowles, Buxton, Cohen, Howard all out there ready to rock, trying to get 3 more points. 11.3 seconds left to go.
The original starting
game.
5, I believe.
Yeah, regulars 5. Strong core team we've had all season.
Very competitive game, as Coach McAndrew, I should say,
playing
was
tight now.
predicting earlier.
10 seconds and rolling.
Both teams exceeded 50 points. It's not often you see that, not too often.
Foul called on Lacey's number 32, Carson Howard. That's his 3rd foul, Lacey's 8th team foul. Shooting 1 and 1 from the line.
And the Rebels going to go get the free throw here. Matt, could this be it?
If he makes it, he could, but I'm not going to write him off yet. If they can get a quick 3, you never know. We'll see.
And Vogel with a score, put him up 1 more point. 9 seconds left to go.
Obviously, as I was saying before, it's a 2-score game now, and not a very common term in basketball unless the time gets to where it's at with like 10 seconds left.
And another point.
Very critical for Lacey here.
Down by 5. Got to get in there quick. Bowles, instant 3. Can he get it? Yes, he does. 3 seconds left to go. 2-point game. 3 seconds. Miracle shot.
Bulls needed that shot for Lacey to have any chance here.
They're going to need to get a quick foul here.
I feel like when you need something, ask Bowles or Buxton. If you need it, they'll give it to you. I mean, they've been pretty accurate all season long.
Couldn't have done it without the other players on the Lions team, though, just to put that pass where it needed to be.
Right.
Have Bulls open.
I'm saying like
on a shot, you're saying?
Like if you were going to pick a couple of players at the end of the game, I'm sure they all can do it, but like to get the 3, I'd pick Bowles or Buxton or Brichetta. They've all been. No, I'm just saying like the guys I've seen make 3s the most this season.
Got it.
Pressure could be any of them. I mean, we just talked about Carson Howard he's a freshman, making the buzzer beater score a couple weeks ago, get the team to win. So here we go. 3 seconds left and rolling. Tight defense. Knocked out Howard.
The clock never started.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
That helps us, obviously.
And I don't think they're going to do anything to it. So
that was close to a 5-second violation.
Howard trying to. 2 seconds. Second left. 0.4.
It doesn't look like we're going to have enough time left to get a good playoff, but you never know.
0.4 seconds. 2-point game.
Foul called on Lacey's number 3, Troy Buxton. His 3rd foul, Lacey's 9th team foul.
Pretty sure we have a timeout to burn, so we could draw up a play after this.
This would be a really quick timeout. You got to be like instant with that as soon as the clock starts, because it's just going to roll.
Well, I'm saying after his foul shot, we in between. So I'm not sure if that's what we'll do.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what we'll do, but
this will be McVeigh going to the line, my player to watch out for this game. Makes the first one. And this could close it out right here.
Yeah, 0.4. I think that this is the end right here. I think the Rebels are going to take this game. There's physically just not enough time.
Especially
unless he makes this one. Yeah, so there's just not enough. I mean, 2-score game now. It's just, unfortunately for the Lions, there's nothing really they can do. So it looks like the Rebels are going to take this one, even though there's still a couple seconds left, or less than a second, I should say. But looks like the Rebels are going to take this game. So, guys, what have you seen so far, or excuse me, what have you seen this game from both teams? Final thoughts on the game.
Well, Lacey has the opportunity to treat this as a victory or a defeat because they can take what they learned from this game. Obviously, we basically called it an exhibition game earlier because it's not going to change who they play in the playoffs or anything like that. So overall, they can kind of just take whatever
they learned today?
Yeah, they can take what they learned and then apply it to the playoffs and hopefully just become a better team. So they can almost make it as if they didn't lose this game. It was highly competitive.
Keep going, I'm sorry.
That was really it. It was a highly competitive game when most people probably weren't expecting it either, I should say. But it's
I was
really
going to say this would be six losses now in the last 6, so that's tough. Matt?
Yeah, I mean, 6 losses in a row is tough, but I don't think they're that upset about the 6 losses in none of their exhibition games. So
Jacob Bull's trying to pull his Patrick Mahomes over there.
almost worked.
61-57 is our end final. Lions go down in this one, going to pull the record to 8-16, and the Howell Rebels go up to 10-14. So the Lions will take a loss here, 61-57 left in the fourth.
Well, Jake and I want to say one last time, this is going to be our last time doing basketball. We're hoping to be back in the spring for whatever it may be, baseball, softball, but at the same time, we just want to say thank you for all of our fans that made this broadcasting program for us the success it has been. We wouldn't have been able to do it without all of you, so thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great couple of years. We've done a great job together. Thank you so much, Dan, for coming in and working this with me. Me and you always being together, always doing this together. It's been a great past 3 years. We've really done a standout job. Thank you to everyone that's always helped us. I'm not going to name everyone again. I know we did it earlier, but thank you to everyone that's helped us. Thank you to my parents. Thank you to my siblings. Thank you to everyone that has helped us throughout this process. And best of luck to you guys in the future. And best of luck to everyone else, and I'm very proud of what we accomplished. Matt, any final thoughts?
I think you just summed it up right there. You did a great job mentoring me for these for only a couple games, but I would just like to thank you guys for that, and I wish you both the best of luck.
Go ahead.
If you're a fan of Matt McClung, he will be back next year, maybe not for basketball as much, because Matt is on the basketball team, obviously, but he's going to be one of the people who takes over this program in the future as Jake and I go off to college. I wanted to say thank you to my older brother, actually, for kind of paving the way for me. Mike McClung, who graduated back in 2017. But I wouldn't have been able to be where I'm at without him and everything he's done for me. So thank you, Mike. And thank you, Matt, for taking over.
All right, thank you to the whole crew today. I'm Jake Serrano. Alongside me was Dan McClung, Matt McClung, and Chris Papa as well. Lacey loses 61-57 as they go on next week to face Cherry Hill West, and the Howell Rebels will play Middletown South next week for the playoffs. So good luck to them and good luck to everyone else. And we'll see you here next time, or excuse me, hopefully we'll see them next time in the spring. Hopefully this is our last one, but thank you to everyone. We'll see you here next time. Back from WLTS TV 21.